The Higginworth Communal Alternative Education Daycare disembarked from their fleet of minivans at precisely 10:35 Monday morning. "I'm so sorry," puffed Tracy, the center director, as she hauled a sticky toddler in a tie-dye t-shirt out of a car seat and handed her to Carter. "Ernie and Wallen tried to escape again. Grandma Phyllis barely caught them before they climbed the fence, and then Katie Bell there threw up in the van, and we had to pull into the car wash to get everyone cleaned up." Carter held Katie Bell out at arm's length, and she giggled, reaching for his beard. "Don't let her get hold of that," Tracy warned, hefting a little boy out of his seat. "She's little but has fists like a vice grip." She passed him to Summer. "Okay, HCAEDC adults," she called. "Let's do a head count before we lose another one." The 5 chaperones looked woefully unprepared for the chaos that a dozen tie-dye-clad toddlers would wreak. 4 of them were crying. 2 were rolling around in the gravel, yelling, "Hulk smash!" A little girl was trying to fit her head through the spindles on the front porch, and Grandma Phyllis was sliding a flask back into her fanny pack. "It's liquid Benadryl," she assured Summer, sneezing 3 times. "I'm allergic to," she sneezed again, "everything." The little boy in Summer's arms turned and squished her cheeks between his chubby little hands. "Fist face!" he shrieked. "Fist face!" She heard the click of Nico's camera. "If you don't put that camera down and help us, I'm going to Hulk smash you," Summer said politely through her fish face. Katie Bell took advantage of Carter's distraction and grabbed 2 fistfuls of beard. Nico's camera clicked again. The head count came out wrong 3 times until Jax came out of the house, clutching a pigtailed little girl like a football under his arm. "I found her watching TV inside. I could only find one of her shoes." Summer put her charge on the ground and hurried to Carter's rescue. She tickled Katie Bell until the little girl let go of her prize. Carter dumped her in a pile of kids and yanked out his cell phone. "We're going to need all hands on deck for this." The tour started off well enough with the adults, now including Joey and Phoebe, forming a circle around the rainbow-clad toddlers. "This is not part of my job," Joey grumbled as a 3-year-old boy walked behind her, smacking her. But, smack, smack, smack. He wound up again, but Joey was faster. She whirled around and pointed a finger in his face. "Listen, Lucifer Jr., smack me or anyone else here one more time today and I'm feeding you to the goat." Lucifer Jr. let out a satisfying scream and ran to the opposite side of the circle. "There's supposed to be safety in numbers," Carter muttered. "I think we need more adults," Summer whispered back. "I wish you had herding dogs," Tracy called to Carter as she chased a little boy with glasses and a fishing hat back into the fold. The man walking behind Summer, Grandpa Willis, caught up to the pigtailed girl who was taking off her shirt. "Mai Tai Joplin, we keep our shirts on in public, don't we?" Mai Tai shoved a finger up her nose and wandered off. "These are their field trip shirts," he said to Summer. "We make 'em wear 'em so we can see them if they wander off. One time we lost one dressed in camo for an hour in the corn maze. He had beheaded the scarecrow before we could get to him." Summer pasted a smile on her face and hurried to catch up with Carter. "What do you usually do on the tour?" Summer hissed to Carter. "We used to take them to the horse barn, but Joey put an end to that last year when they ate the sugar cubes they were supposed to feed to the horses. It was horrible. It took the horses 2 days to recover from the hell that broke loose in that barn." "You're kidding me." "Look around you. Is that really a stretch? We also used to do hay rides, but 2 years ago, Johnny, future juvenile delinquent Delroy, climbed up on the tractor and put it in gear. I still have nightmares about it." He shivered. "Now we just walk them around until they get sleepy, and then we send them back to the school for lunch." "How long until then?" 11:30. She grabbed his watch arm and checked the time. "We're never going to make it."
Stay strong, honey. I'll protect you as long as I can.
Carter's protection lasted all of 3 minutes until Johnny's little brother Jimmy picked up a handful of goat poop and threw it at Summer. Now, Jimmy, what have we told you about throwing poop? Tracy sighed. Summer looked down at her shorts and gagged. I need to go get cleaned up, she told Joey. Nikolai's camera clicked, and Summer wanted to smash it into his face. There is no way in hell you're leaving the circle, Joey said, firmly gripping her arm. They're trying to pick us off one by one. I'm not letting that happen. Now shake it off and stay strong. I've got an idea, Carter announced. Close ranks, and I'll be back in 5. Where are you going? Jax demanded. Never mind, I don't care. Send me instead. Just keep walking. I'll catch up, Carter answered, jogging away. Summer watched him go with a combination of envy and abject fear. He's never coming back, is he? He wouldn't abandon us, Joey said, but Summer heard the uncertainty in her tone. They got the kids skipping and running past the CSA barn and around the eggplants and tomatoes without losing any when Carter caught up with them. Hey, kids, who wants to play in a fenced-in pasture with a locked gate? A dozen little ones cheered and stampeded after Carter as he jogged back toward the house. Summer and Joey jogged to catch up. This is so wrong, Summer said, watching Carter and Jax wade through the pack of children now safely locked in the pig paddock. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me, Tracy sighed. I could go to the bathroom if I wanted to, instead of holding it for 8 hours. Or I could eat a sandwich without worrying that one of them figured out the key code to get outside again. Grandpa Willis sidled up next to her. Do you think the parents will go for this if we called it free-range play? We could pad the walls of the meditation room in the basement. I think it's worth a shot. Tracy nodded, mesmerized by the glimpse of freedom. And what does a cow say? Carter yelled. Moo! The kids shouted, except for Katie Bell, who barked.